Okay. Um, so, okay. So, we have a lot to discuss. Like, a lot to discuss. Like, a lot to discuss. And by that, I mean music wise. Holy, we have a lot of music. So, let me just quickly. Hello, everybody. I'm officially back. And I was back Saturday because I did do the affiliate stream and everything like that. We still got more affiliate stream stuff to do, but um, I'm out of school for the summer. School is out, which means finally, I can go back to regular streams, several a week, and that oh oh hits me right in the heart, hits me right in the heart, right in the feels, because I'm like, it's been forever since we've been able to stream consistently, and so we're back to it. We're back to it finally after months, 2 months, 3 months. Oh my god. Um, before I begin though, before I start talking about music, because I have hours of music to talk about. Before we actually get into Gator Game, I'm gonna go grab a soda real quick. Also, you like my slippers? You like my freaking slippers? The Jaden Animations bird ones. I'll be back. Okay, I'll be back in a sec. I'm back. I'm back with my Mountain Dew Voltage. Very, very good. Um, let's do this. Let's do this. You know what? Cheers. God, I've got to open my stream deck. I do that every time. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep it a little down for just now, just for now. But let me delve deep into the music right now. So, Baja Better. I've drinking Baja Blast way too much. So now it just doesn't hit the same anymore. Uh, you know what is my favorite? Frostbite. Frostbite is so good. Mm. All right. Yeah, I'm back. Hold on. Um, so a lot of music to talk about. You're good. That's my bad as well. We got a lot of music to talk about. Okay, I've said that like 10 times, but I haven't actually done anything. Um, but let's see. Where do we want to begin? Do we want to begin with? Okay, okay. Ah, oh my God, forgot about that. Oh, also, yeah, exclamation mark, GoFundMe. We have a GoFundMe set up for yours dog. She's not in the best condition right now. And so raising money for that. So if you can donate, go donate. If you can't donate, go share it. Anything helps. Any okay. So been listening to a lot of music. And I just want to highlight a few. I've listened to, I think it's like 11 albums or something. Um, I think it's like something like that. But I first want to highlight Car Seat Headrest, How to Leave Town. Now, this album was suggested to me a while ago, months and months ago, but I never gave it a listen because I didn't really have the time, I guess. But I remember I listened to the first song, and it just starts off, it's 14 minutes long, but it just starts off with this. And it goes on for like, it like changes a little bit. There's like a little things add, and it's like, oh, like right here, you hear that boom boom, and like a ding ding ding, and it just goes on for a long time until eventually just 5 minutes in. And so I started listening to it. I was like, I don't know if I want to listen to it. That being said, after it was all said and done, very, very good. I grew a love for this song. It's very good at some parts of it with lyrically and stuff like that. Just want to listen to this part. Hold up. But I'm trying to remember where the part is. Um, oh, just this part. Hold up. It's just I'm like, okay, so this dude did. So the person who made this is this guy down here. Car Seat Headrest was not a band before maybe 6 years ago. This album was made in 2014. This guy made the whole album single-handedly, and it is very good. He made like a ton of albums just by himself, and they're all very good. Especially his album Twin Fantasy. That album I haven't listened to it yet, I'll say, but it is very well known for being very good, and they did a remake of it with like an actual with the band later, and that's the I would consider the better version, of course, because it's a band instead of just a one guy. But oh my god! Anyway, I just want to listen to this part. Shabba bop bop shibbity, oh yeah, shabba bop bop shibbity, oh yeah. It's so good. It's like it's very simple, but the way that he mixes everything is very good. And I mean, I'm not super. I can't remember everything super clear. I remember America Never Been was very good. And then Hey Space Cadet was incredible. 2014 and fire way to start it, but just like
I'm hooked. I'm so hooked. I'm so hooked.
but again, it's relatively simple, but it's very good and very effective. And also, I love the album cover. It's very simple again, but very good and very effective.
Yeah, it's just like
This dude is very good. Love him. He's great. That I'm just so that's a quick little talk about How to Leave Town, Car Seat Headrest. Time to move on to another one. Which one do we want to do? Oh yeah, I'll do. You know what? Since I listened to Lonely People with Power live on stream the day after it came out, I think. Yeah, no, it was the day it came out. I'm gonna do Lonely People with Power. When was this released? This was March 28th, so about 2 months later. How does it hold up? So, we did listen to it live. And let me say, this album has held up incredibly well. It has not lost any of its magic, and in fact, some of the songs have gained more magic for me than they did before, especially with songs like Revelator and Heathen and even The Garden Route, and Doberman. So, go through a little wave of events. So, the day that we listened to it again, I said, oh, this might be one of their best albums, period. This might rival Sunbather. I'm still of that opinion. I think it's on the same level as Sunbather, 100%. Is it better? I think we need to give it some more time after this, just so that I can let everything sit. I can go through a phase with every single song, like I did with Sunbather, and see how it sits. But it has not lost any of its touch. It has not gone down for me at all. It has, in fact, kind of gone up on my listening. And I have several songs in my top 10 most listened to the past couple months in here, like Winona and Revelator and Body Behavior, and even the two incidentals. I think the second half of this album, from 7 to 12, is the better half. I think it is the best. I think it's so good. The second half of the album is, I think, miles better than the first. And that's saying a lot, because the first is very, very good. But as for the best song on the album, I still think it remains to be Winona for me. That drum solo in the beginning, just that incredible build up, that lead into the quiet part for a couple of seconds, and then that incredible just drop with the drums into a very fast paced and very tall and large sound. Oh, it has not lost any bit of its magic. And especially with the other parts where the drums start to slow down, and it's more like, it's more good on the drums, it's more slower on the drums, and more sort of, what's the word? Focused. Like, let me just play some bits of it. Like, just this lead from, again, the Incidental 3 is such a good song, just because of how simple, but how effective it is conceptually. The slowness, just the reversed sound of the guitar in the background, and just that beautiful, beautiful, just harmony or happening in the background while Paul Banks is speaking. Ugh. And then it leads perfectly into Winona, which leads into Marvelous Orange Tree perfectly as well. Both. Just this 3-part hit is the best ending to an album I think I've heard recently in forever, dude. I think this might be the best 3-song ending to an album I've ever heard. Mainly because it leads into it. It leads into itself so well. That's why I call it a 3-album lead or a 3-song ending. Just because Body Behavior doesn't transition into Incidental 3 and Revelator doesn't transition into Body Behavior. But let's just listen to this build up a little bit. It hits so hard. Just this guitar. And then here comes the drum solo. Let's listen. So sorry to pause it. I can't. Oh my god, it's so good. I said I was just gonna play the beginning and I'll let 3 minutes of it play. It goes by so quickly, but in such an incredible way. And then we get to like this part where it's like the. It's like the. Let's see. You can hear that choir in the background too. Like the. Here's the part. Oh. And then it goes to this very slow, just. It's so good. It's so good. It doesn't lose its feel for me. It never loses its like how full it is, how large, how incredible it is. It has not lost that in the 2 months that I've been replaying it. It hasn't lost any of that. And then, of course, I think Revelator is probably the best heavy song on the album, because that's not exactly, that's less heavy of a song, Winona, and more of a, um, it's more Deaf Heaven, like original Deaf Heaven, like Sunbather type song. Now, as for heavy, I think Revelator still owns it for this album, as well as Incidental 2 leading into Revelator. I don't think originally I gave Incidental 2 enough credit for how incredible its vocals are, because it's just this industrial song. Just industrial noise song that leads perfectly into Revelator, like, feeling-wise. Let me turn it up, actually. Kind of want to play the whole song, but
By the way, I saw an air horn.
leave it running for a sec while I move this.
Lost a mark. What? Who are the Twisteds? Surprised we haven't seen this. Tisha. I was expecting to see.
What's up, Stitch A? We're checking on a little bit of music currently. Just going through some stuff that I listened to over my time that I was gone. And we're doing this song right now. We're just talking about an album that I listened to live one time, 2 months ago. And we're leading into, I'm just going through the highlights because we're checking how it's held up after 2 months. Held up very, very well. Want to play MC later? Sure. Maybe later once we're done with this, and maybe some Gator game. But it's so strange. It catches you off guard, and it's so good. And just with this quiet part, it's so beautiful, but it's like ominous. It's eerie. There's something else you can tell, but you don't know what. And Def Heaven captured that perfectly. And especially with how this song leads into Revelator, it ties together so well. And I just want to appreciate the vocals that are about to happen. It's going to get very loud, but just want to warn, but the vocals are incredible. Just listen to this shit. And it leads into the next song so perfectly. and then it drops and just boom.
I was just like chilling, right? Then I was with this person, and then I was so I was just on the floor. I almost saw Tisha and Poppy, maybe. It was like that party floor, like all the rainforest and stuff.
Ah, it's so good. It's so good, dude. That, I mean, it catches you so off guard with Incidental too, because the album does not even sound anything like that.
What?
It does not have that feeling, that just terror, that eeriness, that like fear, that oh. And just how do you do that with your voice? That scream, just that, especially with the lead up, like the and then the. I don't know how you do that. I don't. It's crazy, and I will say I did see them live during their show, and that was one of the most interesting things to see. This Incidental 2 and Revelator together is one of the most interesting things I saw. It was very good. I was up close too. I was like right next to them. I was like right in the front, nearly off to the left. So I wasn't right in front of them. I was kind of behind a couple people, but it was very interesting. It was very good. They did incredible. But it was so cool to see, and it's how they captured it this well, especially with parts in Revelator, where's the part with the drums that I'm thinking of? Sorry, just lead up into very loud. It's my bad. Turn it down a little. I'll turn it down a tad. Yeah.
She probably more be.
Also, the lyrics in this album, the concepts and everything is so good. Is it here? No.
That's like with most of the.
Oh, it's over here. I think it's here.
I mean,
Where is it? I think it might be right here with the.
let's see it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, right there. In each, he plays a different drum or a different set of drums. He plays a different couple drums, and it's such an interesting little touch where he like switches. It's just the little touches that they do. It's so good. Anyway, Lonely People with Power has held up as one of my favorite albums, if not my favorite album of the year currently, because the Violet Pony album came out last year. So this is my favorite album of the year so far. They really hit it out of the park with concept, sound, and taking everything that they've done over the past 15 or so, 16 or so years, and just putting it together in a way that flows, in a way that is beautiful in different ways. Really managed to highlight the best part of every single genre that they explored. Every single genre of metal, whether it be more shoegaze side or more black metal side, and just meld it together in an album that is such a cool ride and doesn't get old at any point. Do I think it's better than Sunbather? I think when it's all said and done, yes. Personally, it's still getting there. Sunbather is just such a personal album for me that hasn't reached that spot. I think they're on the same level for me currently. And I believe that in the future, it will. And actually, like, legitimately, I think it's better. So, that's my 2 months later of Lonely People with Power. Now, let's talk about the Violet Pony album. So, Violet Pony, was one that I really talked about a lot, mainly because of Monarch of Monsters. I found that album maybe 3 months ago. I'll talk about how it's held up for me for 3 months. But this album was unlike anything I had really expected or heard before. And so I decided to start actually exploring more of her catalog. And I came across a few songs that really stood out to me, like really stood out to me profoundly. And especially because of how different they were from Monarch of Monsters again, but how good they were in comparison and together with Monarch of Monsters. Like again, I'll play a little bit of Play Dead, um, which is one of the very cool songs from this album. I'll play the main part, but it's like, again, very metal, very loud, very math rock type. You can hear the dissonance and everything, especially in like. And of course, that's only part of the album. Again, there's a lot of different parts of the album. There's a lot of different genres she explores. But it's such an interesting comparison when I go to songs like Pheromone. Pheromone by Violet Pony. I keep saying Violet Pony. That is completely my fault. I gotta get out of that habit. It is Violet. I'm just dumb. So Violet Pony. Violet with a T. Violet. It literally says that, but I always said Violet because I thought it was right. But just like this song comparison with this.
People say that. People say that.
It's just such a vibe. It's such a vibe. And it, like, there's this part, and, like, it's like this kind of very full jazz, kind of very jazz pop, very boom. Like, oh, it's such a good song, but it's so completely different. And it highlights how good Violet Pony is at making music. Underrated artist, very heavily. A lot of people look at the My Little Pony and just like, ugh. And they don't actually realize, oh, it's a very good artist. So, now Monarch of Monsters, 3 months later. I will say I do think I played this album a little too much for my own good. And that sort of took it away in a sense that was like, I don't really listen to it as much. I do not think it's lost any of its actual feel, though. I still think it is one of the best albums I've ever heard in every way I can think. And it hasn't lost that sort of vision in my mind of such a good album. But that being said, I haven't really listened to many of the songs the past few weeks, much at all. Except for, of course, Rest Now, Little Wolf. This song is still, I think, one of maybe the best song on the album, just because of how beautiful it was, how game-changing it was, how incredible it was the first time I listened to it, and every time since, and just how much it meant to me. Mainly because I really needed to hear that song at the time. And so, I still think this song has not lost its thing, as well as Wallflower Equation has not lost its touch. Same thing with Pest, has not lost its touch. I did have a part where I really got into Heretic Was Me, and as well as Huntress, I think. Oh my god, very good. So Monarch of Monsters 3 months later, it has gone out of my rotation a little bit. It has sort of receded from my main rotation, mainly because I've also been finding many other albums and stuff. But, that being said, I still think it's a 10 out of 10. Although it has gone out of my rotation a little bit, it still has its touch, still has its feel, still has its incredible moments, its ups, its downs, its very diverse sound, and its genius concept. It still has that, whether it be the story wise or actually the moral wise, or the just the perspective that it presents. It really answered a question that I had been wondering about in psychology for quite a while, which was the question of what happens to those people who hurt you that you cannot forgive when they realize the full weight of their mistakes. It answered that question for me, partially. And there's more to the question, there's more to the album, there's way more here. But that was one of the questions that I answered. And it was like, and I came to the conclusion, that person, like if you are one of those people who had hurt others and stuff like that, whether it be psychologically or like in relationships wise, and you're no longer in those relationships because of it, and you realize how terrible you were and stuff like that, the people you knew are perfectly justified not to forgive you and not to talk to you again. But that doesn't mean that you have to just hurt because of it. You're still capable of love, you're still capable, and you still deserve it because you're a person. And you've learned from your mistakes, and you shouldn't use those mistakes, those past relationships that are no longer there, as something to dwell on in a way that is harmful or makes you feel terrible. But you should use them as a torch to lead your relationships from then on across the forest, across the journey. Use it as a torch. It's like the scars heal. They're still there, but those scars can only heal if you let them. And you'll learn from the scars if you let them heal. But first you have to let them. And so that was the answer that I came to after listening to this. Interesting how an album can give you that answer. Especially if the artist is very good. So, Monarch of Monsters still is a perfect album in my opinion. Has not lost anything, any bit. Next up, let's talk about King Gizzard a little bit. So they have a new album coming out soon called Phantom Island. And they released how many albums last year? Only one. Fascinating. They released two in 2023. It's probably because they released like what? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in 2022. It's probably why they haven't been releasing too much recently. They always release like several albums a year, and I think they're really gonna hit it out of the park with this one. They've always had very good albums. They haven't had a bad one, I don't think. Especially like Ice Death, Mushrooms Lungs, Ice Death. I'm trying to remember the name. I want to get it. Ice Death, Planets, Lungs, Mushrooms, and Lava. That's it. That was such a good revolutionary album for me. And now, Dead Stick showcases what this album is going to be like. Very upbeat. Very heavy on the jazz side. and very good. Yeah, I'm gonna try to speed this up a little bit. Very good, very good. Oh my god, the background, I can't remember where it was. Great vocal layering. Mm. Just listen to this part. It's just got such a great flow, just got such a good bounce to it. Like the background vocals are so good too. Listen to this. Mm. That, oh, that such a good voice. Oh my god. I think each of them had their own little part that they played. Each of them had their own little vocal side that they played and or that they played, that they sung, and just this dude is definitely my favorites. Just listen to this voice. It's so good. Cannot get enough of this song. Highly recommend it. I cannot wait for in 22 days when this album fully releases. Gonna give that a listen immediately. Kid A. Haven't listened to it much. Let me say, since we listened to it on stream, have not listened to it much. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not really too enthusiastic about it, mainly because I'm listening to other things. Like Man on the Moon. I gotta give this several more listens, but very good, very good. Would recommend Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon. Also, this album cover is incredible. Would love to hang this on my wall. Not a free album cover, I bet you. This is one that I do want to talk about a lot. This album, I wasn't expecting too much when I came into it, just because it was like, oh my, I guess, I mean, it's a small artist, 10,000. I'm not sure if he has any other albums. He has one other album. I was like, okay, so, I mean, it could be pretty good. It looks interesting. And, you know, it's not a, I guess he's right. He's a furry, but it's not a furry album cover, I guess. So that's, he's not wrong about that. And it kind of like intrigued me. It's simple, but it's very cool. It kind of reminds me of like Dark Side of the Moon album cover vibes. And that is very, very um accurate. That is very, very appropriate because this album does take a lot from Pink Floyd at some parts. And it's very cool. So, one of the songs I definitely want to highlight is Hours. Um, it sounds kind of like retro. But we're just going to listen to the first part of the song. And he comes in with his... And I mean, it's very good. Sorry, I was muted for a sec. I didn't even realize it. It's not, it's like, I was gonna say it's pretty simple, but simple is not an appropriate word, I don't think. It's, it's not super full, but it's very good. It's just very chill, and also, conceptually, this song is great. Sitting for hours, waiting for something to arrive. I don't know why I'm wasting my time. Just like that idea of just kind of sitting, laying in bed, just expecting something to happen, waiting for something to happen, but not actually it's not happening because you're not trying anything. Very good song. Highly recommend this whole album, of course, again, but especially want to highlight this song just because of how changing it was for me. Because I think this is maybe the most kind of Pink Floyd influenced, but it's such a good ending song, I'd say. Also, just want to pause for a second. How y'all holding up so far? I've just been kind of yapping for this whole 47 minutes. God damn, it's been 47 minutes. Jesus Christ. How y'all holding up so far? I know I'm holding up, I guess. But again, I want to highlight just the vocals here. Let's just. It's so good. And just this great guitar part. Camera pause it now, but oh, it's so good. It's such a sort of sentimental ending to an album, sort of thought provoking, and oh my god, is it just kind of beautiful. Dude's voice in the background is so good. His vocal layering again to make it loud enough to hear with all the voices, but not too loud, so that it doesn't take away from the atmosphere. It's so good. His voice isn't distracting. It's very beautiful in that part. So, again, very good album. I think this has sort of gone up in my albums. It's gone pretty high up. Very good. Very good. Also, there's a new Car Seat Headrest album, The Scholars. Gotta listen to that. I Was the Loner of Paradise Valley, another Violet Pony album. I feel like I started listening to this album and then I got bored. I gotta give it a couple more listens. Or just another chance. But now we get to Lift Your Skinny Fists Like Antennas to Heaven by Godspeed You Black Emperor. Now, if you don't know Godspeed You Black Emperor, they're a sort of I'm not sure what kind of genre they exactly fall under. Very soundtracky or instrumental. They don't have lyrics, but you can tell kind of what it is by the fact that there's 4 songs, but the album is also an hour and 30 minutes long. So, and this released in 2000. Very iconic album cover too, but My favorite song on this album currently has to be the first one, and even though it's 22 minutes long, I've listened to this song over and over again at least 10, 15 times. Um, Especially because of how it, well, I do have lyrics in this part, but it's for a reason. It's not like them saying this. But I want to just highlight how much this song changes over time. We're going to turn it up a lot so you can hear that horn. But this song evolves across so many different feelings, so many different things, and it's so good. And so, should I play this whole first part, this whole first lead up? I feel like, okay, yeah, just sit back and listen to this whole lead up. It's going to take a bit, but I just want you to sit back, relax. If you have something to eat, just a snack, some tea or something, just listen to this part. Just this lead up. Here we go. And pretty soon here it really starts to pick up. 6 minutes of build-up, and it's such an incredible time all the way through. It's so incredible all the way through. It does not lose its feeling. It's very, very good. Wrong thing. Wrong thing. Actually, let me move that over. Thank God it was on my on that. So why is Lunar Client still open? No clue. It's 6 minutes of build up in such an effective way, and of course I keep saying, "Oh, this song is so effective. Oh, this song is so effective. Oh, this song is so effective." Because it's true. None of these songs lose any bit of their feel, and so I really, really appreciate it. And just that part with like the horns, where it's like, that is way too loud. I am so sorry. I didn't realize how loud that was. Oh my God, that is completely my fault.
And the chat button is killing me because I have to use my PlayStation. And
just these horns. Just that. So good. And then there's this part later that is just beautiful. Just listen to this piano. Anyway, but it's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. And I just really have not been able to get enough of how good it is in a instrumental sense. It's so good. Also, Godspeed You Black Emperor is definitely one of my favorite artists, mainly because of this album. No title as of February, or just the 13th of February, 2024, 28,340 dead. That is the number of deaths in Gaza at the time of them first recording this. And so it's very, very interesting. What's up, Squeefly? Hello, how are you today? Okay, so here's a little preface. Right now, I've been gone for like nearly a month, and so I have been listening to a lot of music, and so I'm just kind of going through a lot of this stuff before we get into the game that we're gonna be playing. That's okay. It's my piece. I've been doing pretty good. Been pretty stressed, but out of school for the summer, so very, very fun. Cannot wait to get back into streaming once again. And we hit affiliate recently. That was pretty good. We hit we hit affiliate right before I had to go for like the time. And so we just did our celebration stream like 3 weeks, like on Saturday, like 3 weeks after we hit affiliate. But we did it eventually. So good to hear that you're doing good. Thank you, thank you. You know what? Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. I love, yeah. I've been growing it out for a bit. I like it when it's very, I like it poofy, so that like when I have my hat and stuff, it like curves out. It like kind of sticks out against the from the bottoms of the hat. Because oh god, I hate to be that guy, but I'm just gonna quickly say I make hats. I'm actually making one right now, but while we talk about it, talk about music. But I thank you, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Sorry, unknown. I'm so sorry. I forgot to open up the what's it called? Songify. Songify. You asked me something. By bad unknown. Can you ask me something? Of course, 100%. Always open to questions. That's bright. God damn. Okay, unknown. I'll tell you when it's 100% set up. I believe it's working. You can okay. Resend that chat message, please. Resend it, and we'll listen to it in a bit. Wait. Please say it works. Please say it works. Please say. Yes. Okay, it's working. It's all up and running. Take a breather for a second. Let's take a breather. Okay. I'm running out of ideas. Do me a favor, do not look at the cover. Oh god. Oh god. I mean, like, I can show covers, but probably like death or something. If you're actually an artist doing overlays, banners, emotes, logos, and emotes, if anything you want, I would be interested eventually, but problem is I'm kind of out of money. And this is what I have right now. This is the main thing right now. It's not bad. I know you may seem like it. Kind of made you. Yeah, you kind of made it seem like it, man. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. We're gonna just. Okay. Let's find out. Let's find out what this is about. Let's find out what the song is. Damn. Okay. Okay, it's got a vibe. Okay, he's got a voice too. Well, clearly he's got a voice. I mean, everybody does. Well, not everybody does. Okay, I'm losing my shit. Yeah, sure thing. I'll hit you up if I'm interested. I'll hit you up if I gotta think of my nail broke. God damn. Shit, didn't even realize. Youch. Ow.
Go to the barn that's on the side. Girl, you big Rockies.
Oh, what I... It's what? It's a Bendy and the Ink Machine? Dude, that's crazy. Okay, if I didn't already know that based on the thing, I genuinely would have been surprised. It still is very surprising. This is good. You know what? This is very good. Whoa.
I'm gonna go to market. It's already there. Have you market? No. Please, you have to. Okay. You didn't. I get hopscotch. How do you do it? So you just go to the hopscotch. No, look at the cards next to you and.
Oof. Okay, answer to your deal? Probably not. I'm gonna have to respectfully decline. Due to the fact that I do not have any money. I unfortunately am 100% broke. I have like $4 in my wallet, if I'm being completely honest. Trying to get a job soon. But, let's. Whoa, this is. Oh, I like this. But good luck with other deals though. Oh, I didn't even realize how hard this part went.
First one's pink. Yeah. 9. Shade blue. Which shade? There's 2 of them. Just tell me both. I'm gonna try them. Oh wait, never mind. It's 5. It's 5. Because the other one's purple. Okay. White. That is 3. And red. 7.
Damn. Why is that not in that? I'm gonna go in the metal. Ugh. Oof. What a chord, dude. Unknown with the heat immediately. First day back, immediately dropping bangers. What the hell? This. Okay, so this is a Benny and Ink Machine song. I guess Nate wants to battle then. Holy. Okay, follow. Holy shit. That was really good. That was really good. What the fuck? Damn. 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 That's my formal review. Damn. Jesus Christ. Straight heat already. That was so interesting. Dude's voice is great. Loved how they used the instruments to sort of create the beat. Like use the non-drums to sort of atone to the beat of the song in that way. Oh my god. Oh my god. That slower part with the again using silence as an instrument. I'm gonna keep saying that every time. Holy great heat. Now we got an album that I'm gonna talk about next. Well, we could talk about God Does Like Ugly. So we did talk about how Jid released Work. That was a very good song. Dude's 15 track song, hell yes. But he's releasing his new album in 78 days on August 8th. But I cannot wait for this. This is gonna be heat. Might be album of the year actually. I wish it was the definite album, but this might be album of the year. So I'm gonna talk an album of mine. Hello. I'm gonna talk about a different album, real quick. Oh my god, Wretched Abyss by Noctool. This is one of the most interesting bands I've ever seen. I think it was a solo project, actually. But it was a single album released in 2021. Nobody knows about Noctool. 553 listeners. Easily one of the best albums, like metal albums I heard when I was younger. This album kind of got me into
might low
metal in a way. Like,
I just see a
I'm
trumpet.
gonna just add a couple of the songs and just play the beginning parts of them. But holy, let me just play this. Hold up. Let me just play a bit of this. Sucks for you, buddy. Ah. And by that, I mean, I'd rather have those ads on my stream than other ones. At work, almost out. You're good. You're good. I'll listen to the song soon. Trust. Keep it open. Thank you. Thank you, goated lurker. But this song is so interesting. A solo project too? That sounds this good? Just this guitar. Just the chord. Oh my god. I guess this part very interesting. Oh my god, it's so good. I want to highlight that little part where it may not have noticed it, but it goes lower quality for a second on purpose so that the drop will hit heavier at this next part. But like, this part is a little lower quality sound-wise, you can tell. And then just listen to the drop. It gets big quality. This dude purposefully did that. To make it sound cooler, and it's amazing. Now, Labyrinthian was one of the most interesting ones. I'm not going to play much of this one. I'll skip through it. Anyway. Remember Wretched Abyss was good.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Very interesting. One of my favorite metal albums from my childhood.
No idea. I guess it's
Let's get into this. Holy, that was so interesting. What the hell? So I helped you through a... Hold on, let me finish this stitch real quick. God, I am really slow at this. I really need... I've been trying to make this hat for actually like months. Not months, but I've been waiting for it for like at least weeks. And I still haven't gotten it done. Mainly just because of work and stuff, but... Somebody do a breakup way back when. I mean, that was a great song. I can see how, potentially. Dude, that was really good. What the fuck? Props. That's a... Oh, damn! Only getting heat today. Getting only bangers. Okay. Damn. Okay, let me do now one of my own. Something of my own. We're at the end of time. Metal. Gotta listen to that. Monolith of Inhumanity. This is a very interesting one. Like a very interesting one. I'm trying to remember if there's much else. I don't think so. No, there's not too much else. This is a very interesting one. Album cover's a little crazy. Then again, all of their album covers are very crazy. This is probably one of the least graphic ones that they have. But this is Cowl Decapitation. Easily, probably my favorite death metal band that I know. I have their album Terrasite. Actually, no, let's not do... Nah, let's not do Monolith of Inhumanity. Let's do Terrasite, actually. Let's do Terrasite. That's Terrasite. Here's Terrasite. This is one of their least graphic ones, 100%. Now, I have this album on vinyl. I have a limited edition vinyl of it, that I found, actually, somehow at a, record store. Don't know how I found it. There's only 500 copies of it that exist. But it's very great. Like, this album is one of my favorite death metal albums I've heard, period. That being said, I haven't heard too many death metal albums. It hasn't been on my rotation primarily in recent times, but that's mainly just because I've had so many other artists to explore other than death metal ones. But very good all the way through. I don't think there's a song that really... Well, of course, no song gets boring. It's very loud, very fast, kind of all the time. But it's very... I don't think any song is very, like, lacking. I think they all have their ups, not very many downs, and overall it's very well-rounded in terms of death metal albums. But the one song that I really want to highlight is Solastalgia, second to last song. Sorry, I just kind of pressed play and I didn't even think twice about it. I really want to highlight Solastalgia, mainly because of how much it evolves over the course of its 4-minute track time. Let's just listen to it. Let's just listen to part of it, and then I'll skip through it a little bit. Oof, oof, oof. It's such a good song. It evolves over the course of the song in such strange ways, and especially just that last part hits so hard. Um, it's just such a good album. I mean, they have easily some of the most talented musicians I've ever heard. Especially that drummer. That drummer has very easily, for me personally, solidified himself as one of the best ever to do it. Just because of how incredible his ability to do blast beats is in a way that is not only, clean, but also very, diverse. He's able to switch very quickly, kind of on command whenever he wants, to different types of blast beats. And he's just very talented in that way. And it doesn't really he never really takes away from it. There is nothing that really takes away from his talent as a drummer in whole. Um, and so I think also they have one of the most talented vocalists I've ever heard. He does guttural screams very well. He does high pitched screams very well. He does, that weird voice with the scream that like really weird, like sort of like freaking gremlin type voice, like goblin voice. Very good. He's very talented. They're all very talented. They're like absolutely crazy. So Cal Decapitation is one of the most talented bands I've ever heard. Would love to see them live, but that would be an absolutely crazy mosh pit. Um, Next up, your song. That is loud for me.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Oh, I didn't even know. I didn't. Oh, it's the same guy. I didn't even notice. Mangled. It really is. Different half song. This dude is really good. You know what? Really loving it. Holy. Damn, this guy is good. Nate wants to... Dude, I'm actually listen to this dude's stuff. Damn! Dude is crazy. Oh my god, I forgot about this. Those times. Oh my god. Okay, so this is a playlist I made of songs from like a very pivotal part in my childhood, and just a part of just a time that a lot of people remember fondly and not, but I remember it fondly very much. And it's just songs from that time, and it was like the 2021, like 2019 to like 2021 TikTok era. Um, some very good pop songs, like let's say "Kiss Me More." Don't want to be showing that. Just
Somebody sent like a freezing spell on me or something. And it literally made me lag so hard. Well, no, it didn't lag. It was just like part of the game animation. But like, it just made me.
sorry. Just gonna pause it right now. This really is just like, I loved those times so much. I didn't have anything really to worry about. Wasn't really a time where I had much worry. Sure, I was going through a lot, but
This is literally so.
there were also very good times that I very fondly remember from back then. In those times, for sure. Um, and so it's just an interesting sort of look back, I guess, for me, and just like because I kind of want to have those times back, and so that actually brings me to the reason why I made this playlist, why I was going back to those times, musically and with my sort of exploration of the music. It's because my current place where I'm at school, I am leaving after 7 years. I have been going to the same.
We're so cooked.
Oh my god, I've been going to the same. I've been going to the same school for upwards of 7 years, and I just found out. Oh my god, it really just is not the place for me. And so, moving on from that, it's opening up a lot of doors for me to explore. And so, what I was very interested in is trying to get back to those times, trying to get back to a point where things feel sort of more happy-go-lucky, more sort of like they did back then, you know, with these very catchy pop songs and all this great music that was coming out at the time. Um, and I will say it was definitely bittersweet, to say the least. You know, saying goodbye to all that stuff. And so, it was also kind of like a way to, I guess, fill that hole that was left. Because it's true, there is a hole that was left, and I made a post on my Instagram and stuff, and I will say that when I got home,
That is actually
it
really
was one of
good.
the toughest times, because, remember, I was in my,
Oh my god, he's morphing himself.
I was in the,
Yeah, to the ones I'm
I was in my, oh my god.
I'm healing.
Ugh! I was standing in my doorway, and just that realization, it was very crazy. It was very, very crazy. I didn't really expect to. It wasn't really something that I was expecting, mainly because I had been wanting to leave, you know, for so bad. But, you know, I had just gone into my room and then just tears. Just tears. Realizing that the 7 years has finally come to a close, and all the times that, you know, I had in that time. And so, I kind of made this as a way to sort of remember it, and also bring this into the future, whatever it holds. And so, especially because one of my best friends at the time of making this, or at the time of that this playlist is trying to bring me back to, I'm actually going to his school. And so, you know, it's kind of like a reminder of our previous time, and, you know, our new time is going to be very fire.
Use Ghost Burger.
With that being said, do you remember these times? Do you remember the times of 2019 to 2021 TikTok and stuff like that, where there were all these fun pop songs? Do you remember any? You know? I'm gonna play a couple more just because I'm really feeling it currently. And it's kind of great kind of fun to listen to as I crochet. Because also, that brings me back to my original playlist, too. My original Spotify playlist that I still have been adding songs to this day. That I don't know why I've been still adding songs to it, because I have my own regular playlist that I actually spin, that I actually shuffle. But, oh my god, can this just, like, work, maybe? I've been trying to get this into this stitch for, like, so many different times. It just will not open up, dude. Open up for the hook. Open up for the hook. Thank you. Okay. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, my original playlist I made called Songs I Listen to While Crocheting. And so, kind of reminds me of that a little bit. But, all that said, I added a couple songs from this playlist to queue, and we're just gonna listen to a couple of them, and then we might play, I don't know, Valorant, something like that. Valorant, Chase. Chef isn't here. Oh, dude, I don't know why I'm thinking of my friend Chase right now. Well, it's because I've been freaking talking to him all day. Or I've been talking to him a ton yesterday. Anyway, Chef is, not here yet, so, we're probably gonna do, like, Valorant or something, and then do a bit of Gator Game once he gets here, because I don't want him to miss that, since he's been deprived of it for, 3 or 4 weeks. So, I have a few in queue, and we're just gonna go through a couple of them. So, that was Kiss Me More. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. I think As It Was. Oh my god. This song is so good. Been After Dead by Daylight? Oh, that's gonna be so good. You know what? That's gonna be fire. Just another banger. We got a lot lined up. I might go through them quickly just so we can get to this song that you suggested, but this next one was big for me with my friend. Forgot it existed until like a week ago, but oh my god. Cannot stop listening to it. Holy, easily one of the biggest songs that I remember now. Like one of the core memories of those times, and I cannot stop listening to it. It's such a good beat. Oh my god. Bum, bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. 2019, 2020, and 2021, I think. Planet Her was 2019, I think. Was it 2019? Doja Cat was it Planet? Yeah, no, it was 2021. I'm completely forgetting. Just was 20. Yeah, it was 2019, 2020. This was 2021. With Getting to It. Yeah. Oh, dude, I feel so. Yeah, I feel like I'm older now, dude. No way it was that long ago. No way it was that long ago. It's crazy to just jump back. What next was that? Oh, levitating was.
But
I remember this.
the thing is
I
that
wasn't super big into this song, but.
Christmas.
Baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, oh, you, that's me. Now you see, I wish more than anything to be able to make music like that. Fucking that good, dude. Oh my god. It's beyond me how people think of this shit. It's so good, dude. Ah, I'll learn eventually. I'll learn the music eventually. I'll learn how to make music eventually. I don't know if I can make music that good. As good as things like levitating, but I will learn music eventually, I think. I think it's such a pivotal part of my life that I'll learn how to. I mean, I know how to play the violin, of course, but like making music, actually thinking up and making music. Because I know that there's, of course, you have to be very creative, and I feel like I do have a lot of that. I just haven't really, God, I haven't unlocked my true potential yet. But, I definitely will get into making music at some point. Of course, not yet. Don't have money for software, don't have any of that. But, it's kind of part of the. It's on the bucket list, I'll say. Can't wait to release my first album in 15 years. Um, God, no, I would be 30. In 10 years. Let's hope for the best. Finally out of work. Goated, dude. How was work? Hey, like work by Jid. Like work by JID, Jid himself. Work, 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 work. Goated song. I think we got a few more, like Lover Boy. This is easily one of my favorites just because of how chill it is, but how beautiful it is, and how it uses like kind of 8-bit video game kind of sounds type stuff for just such a beautiful song. Um, it's a great song to fall asleep to. Gets you thinking, feels like you're flying. Like a lot of these songs get you feel like you're flying, like, levitating. But like maybe the song about freaking flying all around the place. Um, Also, the baby had a pretty good verse on that song. He sounded pretty good on Levitating, which is not something I can say about many of his other songs. He's not a very good rapper, by any sense of the word, I don't think. He's a great freestylist, if only he could have the same. If only he could have the same good ability that he has in freestyling as he could potentially have on his song. He's very good at freestyling. He's very good at freestyling. He's one of the best freestyling rappers we've seen in years. He cannot make music. That's my best description of the baby. Okay, you have me on your left ear. Bet we'll have a few more songs from. We'll have 4 more songs, and then we'll get to yours, and then we're gonna play something. But "Lover Boy" by AWOL is just such a beautiful song. If like us. So that's that. I feel like it has such a profound sound for a song. Um, love the 8-bit sort of sound. Um, adds a flair that I feel like really just kind of ties things together. Um, that's easily one of my favorites, I think, from those times. I'm gonna reference the playlist name constantly. I swear to God. Um, but it's just one of those songs that gets you feeling, and of course, every time, we've all had those moments. I'm at one of those moments where it's like, oh, every time you hear a love song, you just wish you were in love, and. And that's, again, that song kind of does that for me, just because it's like, oh, this dude's singing about heartbreak, and I'm like, I've never felt heartbreak before, because I've never felt love before. Whatever. Anyway, you remember those times as well? You can also say those times. If you're not in those times, you can say those times. Hey, there's a playlist for everybody. I'm getting more definitions for this playlist. Hell yes. Those times actually means more than one thing now. Well, I guess it always kind of meant more than one thing. It's kind of just kind of whatever you make of it. It's just from a time frame, I guess. Whatever these songs make you feel. Interesting. I'm getting ideas. Okay. God, this thing is really hard to make. This hat. Okay. Next one. What was it? Oh, Jake. Jake is such a good artist. This is the dude who made Golden Hour. We all know Golden Hour. It was one of the biggest songs on. It was one of the biggest songs on TikTok. Period. So. Falling in love. Falling in love. This is falling in love. It's an interesting little ending to the song here. Wish it didn't end that way, but it kind of ends pretty abruptly. Good song. Oh my god. There's another one of those songs, again, that are like, oh, I've never felt that before. Anyway, a lot of love songs with Jake. Not Jake, with those times. God. But this kind of, the way that I view this song is less of this is what falling in love feels like, and rather than, instead, it's this is how feeling really happy feels like. Oh my god, that's gonna be awesome, I swear to God. It's gonna be so cool. Say so. Forgot I added this. Now play this on the 12 string. Why don't you say so? Didn't even notice. If you want it, you got to keep it focused. I wanna say so. I got to get my promise. Won't you say so? You didn't even notice. No, I got to get my focus. I wanna say so. You got that? Okay, so here's a question. I have this hat that I'm making right now. This blue, light blue, dark blue. Let me switch cameras. Actually, other cam only. So it's this very cool. Oh my god, I realized I don't have the Spotify thing on this. Why don't I have that? Spotify application audio, add source, Spotify, add source. Okay. So that way you can still hear it. But let me turn it down a tiny tad. So this blue hat, it's got these dark blue edges. Now I gotta put this part on top. Sorry, it's very hard to hold like a hat because it's not a hat yet, but do you think if I were to have it, it'll turn into like a hat like this, but do you think I should have a light blue edge on the top, like on these sides, or stick with the dark blue edges? I think I should have a light blue edge here, or stick with the dark blue, and like light blue here, or stick with the dark blue. Yeah, it turns into a hat once you stretch it out, but that's where I have this one. The one that I'm wearing right now is the same one, same kind. But like light blue edges on the top, or the same with like these dark blue ones. Because we have dark blue like here. I feel like probably dark blue. Yeah, okay. Complete dark blue edges. I think that works. Let's get back into it. Dude, this brings me back. This song, oh my god. I agree, it does give it more breathing. Such a good song. This is bringing me back. I think we have Golden Hour. Should we skip Golden Hour and just go to Your Song Unknown? Is that a... Because we did already listen to a little bit of Jake. Should we listen to Golden Hour, or should we just do Your Song and then move on? Do I want to listen to Golden Hour? We'll listen to some of it, sure. It's the piano. It's a perfect song in my playlist, so I guess we'll do that. Why did it do that? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Back when shit wasn't so ludicrous. So, just Jake just has a profound ability to make songs hit. Just hit hard. He's really good at conveying his emotions and his positive emotions. He's very good at displaying them and communicating them through song. It's beyond me how he does it so well. Um, he is unbelievably talented, and there are several more songs that I could listen to that just absolutely encapsulate how incredible he is at making music, especially with the sort of older instruments, or at least longer existing instruments that he has at his ready, like the piano and the violin and stuff like that. I would love to listen or learn how to make. Nah, I'd love to play that song on violin. I do know how to play violin, so I would love to learn that. I know it would be pretty hard to get it down just because the your fingers kind of start to lock up if you ever played violin. It kind of sucks, but that would be really fun to do. I remember if I just make a. Okay, let me check how I'm supposed to make this work. This stitching. Okay, let's play your song now. It's been way too long. Sorry, it's been in the queue for so damn long, bro. Couple weeks. Oh, it's this guy again. Oh my god. He's so talented, dude. Not dead. Really? His first? It's kind of giving me that sort of like kind of hurting love feeling, I guess, but this is his first song about moving on. Damn. How long has he been making songs not about moving on? Oh, I see. Ooh, interesting. I don't know how I didn't pick up on that. I just realized I've been doing this in the wrong direction the entire time. I've been making this hat in the wrong direction, but that's okay. It'll still work. It just will be a little weird for a bit. God. How'd I manage to do that, bro? Whoa. Whoa, that was abrupt. That was an abrupt ending. Holy. That went by so fast. What the hell? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what? That went by so fast. Jesus. God. Holy. That went by unbelievably fast. I wish that song was longer, dude. Damn. I think I just got distracted, maybe? I don't know. Sounded really good, though. Holy. Okay. I just want to play a bit of this. I want to play a bit of Buttercup. This was one of my favorites. I remember posting a video. No, I wish I still had my old TikTok account. It got taken down because I was too young, and then I was gonna get it repealed because I'm old enough now, but now it's gone. The end means let her go, she's not for you. Oh, it's hard. When you hear that shit in the song, especially with such sort of passion as he says it in his voice, it hits hard, dude. It's very hard. Holy. Holy moly. Oh god, I wish Jack Stauber was still making music. Do it sometime. Sometime. Golden. If I be that just unlocked a core memory. Oh my god. I just unlocked a memory, dude. I wish I had my old TikTok account back so bad. I remember crocheting while listening to this song, and I was making a. I remember I was putting something together where it was a set of. It was a set of, like, little edits where I was making a blanket. I still have it. It's still unfinished. I'm still making it. Have not started working on it in months. Where I would zoom out and zoom in, and I would add a little thing every time, and it was. Oh my god! I wish I had that back, dude. Let me see. My appeal deadline passed too. My appeal deadline passed. Why is there an appeal deadline? That's my question. That's so annoying. I do not remember Musically. I was too young to have any form of social media at that point. My question: why is there a appeal deadline, dude? Oh my god. I wish so bad that I had those videos back. I remember Oh, I gotta get that tablet fixed. I think I might have my stuff on my tablet from way back when. I think I might still I have a lot of memories on that tablet that I need to unlock. I gotta fix that tablet. Oh my god. I think the screen was broken. Yeah, the screen was broken. I'll get that fixed eventually. And we can go on a little bit of a roller coaster. So, okay. Musically's TikTok rebrand was crazy and it worked. Yeah. I remember Musically. I remember when people were raving about the rebrand and I was like, what's Musically? Why are people so mad about the rebrand? It's like absolutely I was tiny back then, dude. Oh, dude, I wish I had that still. TikTok. Damn you, TikTok. I think I might remember the password. Yeah, I remember the password for the lock screen, I think. Um, I don't know if I don't know if it supports connection USB-C to monitor. I know I have something that I can use to. I remember when my phone screen broke, I transferred all my stuff to my new phone using a USB-C to HDMI cord that, and connected the HDMI to my USB to display port actually, so I could connect it to my monitor and successfully figure out where I was tapping through that. Very foolproof. Very technologically advanced, very tech savvy decision of mine. Okay, goddamn. I could probably do that. I'll figure it out. I gotta find it though. I'll find it. I'll find it. I know. Actually, I know exactly where it is. Never mind. Don't gotta find it. I'll do it in a bit. I'll do it probably tonight if I can. If I can get my hands on it tonight. Holy, this is bringing back waves of shit that I am forgetting all about. And hey, Roman, you were here. I just noticed you were here. Actually, a lot of these songs are remind me of back when we used to hang out a fuck ton, dude. Well, not a fuck ton. We never really hung out a fuck ton, but that's that's one of the things that this place reminds me of. It's one of the big parts of those times, you know. Oh wait, I'm not even showing it. Oh my god, big part of those times. Don't know why I'm saying it like those times, but holy shit, oh. Oh yeah. Let me quickly. Okay. It's turning out pretty well. It's very interesting. I'm gonna have. Should I have a dark rim too, or dark brim? I don't know. But like, oh, I'm just gonna play this song again. You remember this, Roman? You still listen to the song? This was one of my favorites. Forgot all about this song. If you wanna try, get into it. I'm gonna just pause it now. Okay. Gonna hit the shower before it gets really late. I'm gonna end up showering. Yeah, hit the showers, bro. Hit the showers, bro. You know what? Kick rocks, dude. Come on. Get out of here. Scramble. Scramble out of here, brother. I should have hit the showers a while ago, too. No, I already did today. What am I talking about? Got the fact that I showered already. But holy shit. I miss those times, dude. It's actually one of the most missed times for me, period. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Oh, God. What'd you do? What happened, buddy? What happened, man? You know what? Should I launch up Valorant, or should I ask Chef if he wants to watch Gator game? My God. Oh, Fillion's halfway through giving out $10,000. Yeah, Fillion's giving out $10,000 to small streamers. Quite crazy. Told to kick Rockstar's living right to game by everyone as I was walking out. Truth is, I was actually there. I'm at your office right now. I'm at your office right now. It's actually me. I told them to do this. Don't worry about it. I'll ask him how I got my number. I got that number. It's really funny. How is it? Okay, how is it that perfect, though? How is it that perfect? My timing is immaculate. Same thing, said I got. Kick rocks, buddy. That's so funny. That's so good, dude. Crazy timing. Ludicrous. I almost just said Pog. Oh shit. I think I'm cooked. I think it's over for me. I'm going back to old Twitch now. The GOAT? The GOAT? Employee of the month? Unknown? Whatever your real name is. Mr. Unknown? Is that... Okay, Mr. Unknown. Employee of the month. Can't wait to walk into my local Culver's and see that. Actually, I'm going to walk into my local Culver's and I'm going to be working there, actually. It's actually going to be me, the employee of the month. I don't even work there. That's goated, dude. Props for all your hard work. Jesus Christ. Goated. Jesus Christ. Oh, I farted. Damn. I'm doing good, Mr. Program. Mr. Program. Also, my brother... Hey, speaking of you, my brother gifted a sub last stream that I did like 3 days ago, and I gave it to you, so congrats. You're officially a subber of me. Rock with my name on it. And free coffee machine? Free coffee machine? You got a rock. Free coffee machine is fire, dude. Hell yes. Goated. Now that is a gift that I can get behind. For employee of the month. Dude, have you enjoyed your coffee machine so far? Dude, that's goated. Is it like a Keurig? Or the rich one? Like the really rich one. Can't remember what it's called. Like Nespresso or something like that. That's fire, dude. Hey, now you'll never fall asleep ever again. He actually gave it to you so that you're never late to work. Ugh, that should be obligation now. They have to give you, every person who gets employee of the month has to get a coffee machine and a rock with their name on it. Dude, this sounds fire. I want employee of the month. Oh my god, I have impeccable timing. Speaking of being late. What'd you do this time? Okay. I know your whole life. Don't worry about it. Don't question it. Hey, you should have shown up last time. Kidding. Uh, God. Shit. Well, I'm gonna play something now. Okay, so here's the question. Should I start Gator Game now and try to get Chef on, or should I save it for when Chef is free later? I know I'm probably gonna be playing games with Yoru too. So there's that. Also, to anybody, if anybody's watching that goes to my school, it was a great run. 7 years is pretty crazy. Gonna miss you all. I don't know why I'm saying this. I already made an Instagram post about it. It's been on my mind recently. God damn. Lots in the agenda today. 100% there's a lot in the agenda today. Also, again, exclamation mark GoFundMe. Go donate to yours GoFundMe. It's for her dog, and not the her dog is not in the best condition currently, and so we made a GoFundMe for it. I'm broke, so I'm gonna donate later once I get more money. I don't have a bank account yet. I do have a bank account, just not like a good one. Wait, why did I do that? I just did the wrong stitch. Roman knows that. Roman knows the feeling. Okay, this sucks. I'm really losing my shit. Yeah, I'm gonna donate once I get my money. My next money. Did I make this too tight? I'll stretch it out later. Okay, sorry. I lost track for a second. I lost my mind. I kind of started going off on my own thing. Forgot about that. Okay, we might play Jackbox later. So, whoever's in chat, who would want to play Jackbox if we play it later? Who would want to play Crazy Drop? Is he okay? Is he dropping the bombs? Is he dropping his well, he dropped his drawers and sat in the stinker, so probably dropping his logs. Fuck. Why am I doing this? Yeah, who wants to play Jackbox? Because I bought it, and so nobody else needs to buy it. So only I need to buy it, and you can play on your phone, you can play on your thingies, anything. I bought the Party Pack 7, so we have talking points. The ones that we're probably going to play are talking points, Quiplash 3, and Champed Up, which are all incredible ones. So who wants to play Jackbox later if we do play Jackbox? Fighting demons. Also, you like the new leather jacket? This one is more casual. This one I'm actually probably going to wear casually. It's just like a nice... It doesn't have the extravagant spikes and everything. It's just kind of casual. You know, much more casual leather jacket. I think it's kind of fire. So, there's that. I have just had this sitting here for this whole time because I was actually doing a cover of... You know what? I'll reveal what I was doing behind the scenes before I started stream. I was doing a cover. My dad was picking up my sister from school, and so I was doing a cover of Cotton Candy from Helva Boss because I didn't know what else to do. I'm trying to work on my voice, my singing, so that I can make music. eventually. And so I was doing a cover of Cotton Candy from. God, it hurts to say. Hurts to say. Let me open it up. You know what? Should I open it up and show you what I have so far? I'll do that. Run as administrator. Got it. Aye. Oh, God. Okay, learning. Dude. I'll still be down, but I have to charge my laptop. Okay. I don't know when we're gonna play it, but we're gonna play it at some point. If we get enough people. So that's program. That's unknown. That's me. That's Yoru. Yoru. Probably Chef. I wonder if we could get Hank back. Do you think we could get Hank? Do you think we could get Hank back on? Probably not. Hank's been on an indefinite hiatus for quite a while now. Same, I was working on a song with my homie. I was ended up playing Fortnite. Nah, I've been trying to learn how to sing, brother. I've been trying to learn how to sing, brother. Singing is hard, dude. Man, dude, you know what? Let me add a source. And it sounds pretty bad. I don't have any way to make it sound good, and so I'm just kind of practicing, trying to learn how to do chords and stuff. So application audio, here we go. New source. Yeah, there's that. This will be... Where is it? Here it is. So I've been trying to learn how to do chords, and so it might be... Let me turn it down a little bit. Oh, it's already pretty low. That's high for that. Let me...
Let them eat cotton candy.
Ugh.
Cotton candy.
It's hard. Okay.
Cotton candy.
It's hard to learn, dude. That's... This is tough. This is tough. This is really...
Cotton candy.
That's the best one, I think. God, this is terrible. Why am I doing this? Don't look. Stop watching. The last one is pretty good, I guess.
Cotton candy.
Okay. Okay. It doesn't sound like anything because there is no track over it. This is over nothing, and so it doesn't sound like anything. It just sounds like schizo. Sounds like I'm schizo doing the
Cotton candy.
sounds like I'm schizo, but it's fun. It's kind of fire. I'm gonna get it done eventually. Get it done eventually. Trust. So that's what I've been doing. God. Should be a sound alert. Should be a sound alert. Hold up, let me pull it back up. You know what? You know what? You're giving me ideas. Should be a sound alert. Oh God. Should that be the sub sound alert? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. You know what? You know what? You're giving me the idea. Okay, so how am I gonna get this out? Ow. Who's poking me? Oh. Piece of brownie. Go really sail through the brownie, so it's like a...
Cotton candy.
Okay.
What you... what... Cotton candy.
That works. That works so well. Okay, let me just quickly... Okay, how am I gonna do this? That's so funny. Okay. How am I gonna do this, dude? Export selected clips. Sound alert. Can be a... Actually, no, I could just actually... Let me duplicate this. Okay. Oh, that is the wrong thing I wanted to do. No, I'll just detach this audio. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Create a compound clip. So does that work?
Cotton candy.
Ooh, yes. Okay. Export this. Your neck is killing you. A GIF, JPEG. Isn't a WAV file MP3? Okay, an MP3, yep, and then WAV or MP. Okay, WAVs are better. Export. Open folder. God, that is loud. Neck is killing you and you have a headache. Neck pillow if you have it. Tea. Some tea. If you have tea. Water, lay down. That works. Okay. What, so how am I gonna make this how am I gonna, what? How am I gonna make this an alert box for subs? The media will be can I not just like copy paste? How about I okay, I'll learn it eventually. How do I... Okay, so I'll make that the... I'll make the thing the sound file for the... What is it? For the thing later. Anyway. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna play a tiny bit of Valorant. Then we're gonna take a break in a bit, but, if I can go there. This is there. This is here. Oh, it's updating. Okay. I'm playing CS2. Fire. I haven't played CS2 in forever, dude. I gotta get back into it. That was always fun to do as well. CS2 is pretty goated. It's very hard, dude. That's easily one of the hardest games to go competitive in. go like pro and stuff. Holy. The recoil patterns are ludicrous. I have mad respect for anybody who really is able to, like, go pro and stuff like that in CS2 specifically. It's just, like, ludicrously hard. It's not like... I feel like Fortnite is pretty hard to go pro in. I mean... I say that's definitely one of the harder ones, but when I see, like, my friends... when I see my, like, really sweaty friends play it, I'm just like... Okay, so they can do it pretty fine, so it's kind of just... You learn the button combinations, and you just put those in. You just learn the build combinations, and all you need to do is just press the build button and press the, or do the different combinations. Just do the different things with your fingers, and it works. And all you have to really learn how to do is just kind of work on your speed of using your things, and then work on your aim, I guess. Because, like, I've got way too many sweaty friends who play Fortnite, and it's like, oh my god. I have a video of one of them doing it, I'm just like, I look at I'm saying like so much. That's my bad. I hate people who do that in excessive amounts. I remember I was watching a okay, I'm going off on rants. Sorry, I'm going off on a crazy amount of rants. I remember I was watching a Chuckle Sandwich episode, and it had Curtis Connor, and he would not stop saying like, and it drove me absolutely mad. I almost had a conniption. But CS2 is fire. How you been liking it? How you been liking it recently? Is it fun? Hot? Not? Comms pretty crazy still? Well, they're always going to be pretty crazy, but last time I played CS2, I could not get a game without comm abusers. I'm like, oh my god. Coworker like that? Yeah. Ugh. Cannot. So my colleagues call him like for the amount of times it says like oh god. I know a few people who do it in excessive amounts, and I cannot, dude. It's a okay. Is it? Oh, it's finally updated. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I don't know if I'm gonna even have enough time to do a round. You know what? I might, but who knows? Who knows? I might just do a little bit of Swift play. Like, do the, like, thing, yeah. Like, I was, like, doing the thing, like, you know, like, thing, like... Good at making it sound pretty like them. This is like the... Okay, I'm saying like a lot, but I'm actually using it in its specific actual way that you're supposed to use it. Like something. You are like the sun rise. You make me feel so good. God damn. This is like... Oh, wait, I just did it. They say it's like... Oh, is it like the... And they snap their fingers. Is that a crochet beanie? It's not a beanie. It's a bucket hat. Specifically a granny square bucket hat with these curved corners. It kind of looks like a beanie, but I did make it, and that's what I'm making right now. I'm making another one. But yes, 'tis a crocheted hat. I should make crochet beanies. You know what? I'm gonna make crochet beanies now. Make me one. I have an Etsy shop that I'm setting up. Oh. I believe it sucks to make an Etsy, dude. I don't know what I'm supposed to put. It's so confusing. I can't have like really, really custom things right now. I don't know why they won't let me, but they won't. So. Okay, I'm confused about how I'm supposed to fasten this off. Let me check real quick. Just gotta make the brim on this hat, and then I'm done. I've been waiting to make this thing for weeks, and I still have not done it. Also, Hell of a Boss Pride merch. Cannot wait for that. Well, it's come out. But I don't have any for myself because, well, I'm a straight ally, so I'll probably just buy the hat. I like hats. Hats are cool. How am I supposed to... Can you tell me how to fasten this off, please? How to finish this? Okay. Oh, I crochet into the... Am I looking at that correctly? Okay, yeah. Don't actually crochet into that. I crochet into... Oh, I messed it up. I might just buy one of the shirts anyways. I feel like that would be insensitive, though. It'll be fine. Okay, why is it taking so long for... I'm not going to be able to have enough time to do it. I'll do Swift Play. You know what? I'll do Swift Play. That works. The hat is... It looks very square right now. Yes, I know. I have to break it in, basically. But this is what it looks like so far. This is what the new one looks like. It's got each a different square, a different design on each side. Cannot wait to start wearing this with the shirt. Gonna be wearing a whole lot of blue this summer. Because I feel like red suits me pretty well, but I feel like blue feels nicer right now. Does that sound weird? I feel like I'm a... It's like I'm having like, I don't know, superstitions now. Kind of strange. Or do you feel me on that? God. You got tired, too many strings to hold down. I was like, stings. So confused. Valorant, please load. It's been loading for like 10 minutes. Maybe not 10, but... No, it's been actually more like 5. Still, though. 5 minutes. Why will it not work? It's not that hard. Do I have too many things open? God. Okay, we're gonna be here for a bit, I think. Let me open up Task Manager and just shut it down. You know what? Okay, now I can't even use Task Manager because Valorant is over it. Alt F4. I'll just let this sit. Also, SGA got the MVP award for the NBA. Well deserved. Not surprised. Still think Jokic might have deserved it more. I mean, Mr. Triple Double at this point. Dude dropped 40-point triple doubles multiple times in the season, so I feel like he deserves that. But you know, it's fine. SGA is still very, very good. Love how I'm just kind of going across different random things. as we wait. Mm. Well, uh, okay. Nothing has happened yet. Valorant is still open. And I cannot do anything about it. God damn. Okay. Um, you're just watching me sit here now at this point. Valorant, please! Oh my god. Holy shit. What if I could control alt delete this shit? That was like the... Forgot what control alt delete does. It starts the shutdown. Never mind, I'm not gonna control alt delete this shit. Valorant, please, why is it not working? I can't open anything above this either. Okay, here's the question. Do you think I should restart my PC at this point? Because it's stuck on the same screen. Are you guys seeing this? It's stuck on the same screen. And I try to open Spotify and I cannot go over it. And I try to open anything else and I cannot go over it. So, Alt F5 did not mean to do that. Alt F4. Blah, 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 blah. It's gonna close everything. Oh god. Wonder if I can do this. If I try to open it like this. Let me switch back. Oh, there's a loading signal. There's loading. It says it's loading. Okay, so off to a very terrible start for this. I'm probably gonna have to take my break before I can even begin a game. I'm gonna be taking a break to eat. And we'll do Jackbox later, I know. Also, I'm waiting with bated breath for more Hell of a Boss episodes. I just want to see what they do with Octavia, and I want to see more Luna character growth, and I want to see more. I know that they're going to do Stella backstory, and maybe Satan stuff, and I can't wait to see the crossover with Hell of a Boss, and Hazbin Hotel. Oh, God, I'm a nerd. This sucks. Okay, so there's some news. What we're gonna do, hear me out for a sec. What we're gonna do is we are going to end stream for now and start up in about 30 minutes to an hour so that we can continue playing and listening and doing our thing. But one of the reasons why we're ending is so that I can restart my computer so that this isn't here anymore. And in the meantime, I'll also try to get the cotton candy thing as the sub sound. So, again, we're going to stop stream for now. We're going to start it up back in about an hour. And anybody who wants to join, join. And we're going to do Jackbox and we're going to do all this stuff. So,